Hi class, this is Ms. Bacon, and here is my lecture for Chapter 4 entitled Software Applications Common Tasks. So this chapter wants to get into Microsoft Office, into the suite of programs, and it starts off with Microsoft Word and explaining to us common tasks that we can do on the computer. So that's why I've opened up Microsoft Word for us here in this lecture. So I'm just going to kind of go over the major points of Chapter 4, and I hope you enjoy it. So let's see here. Now I'm using Microsoft Word 2016, and just know when you open up Microsoft Word, there's a couple different ways we can do this, right? So we learned our shortcut keys. We can do Control-N, and from there, open up Word. We can also click on the shortcut we have on our desktop. And we can also go to our menu and open it from there. We can go to our Google Drive, our OneDrive, and open it up from there, or even our student email accounts and open it up from there. So there's different ways to access Microsoft Word, or sort of a variation of it. So when you open it up, it looks like this. The default tab is always the Home tab. And this entire area, right? This entire header is called the ribbon. So the ribbon has many different tabs to it, right? So this is the File tab. Here's the Home tab, Insert, on and on and on. So if we go back to the Home tab, you'll notice too, like every tab has its own groups of commands. So this is the clipboard group. And it's kind of nice too, when you hover over something, it tells you what it does when you click on it. So I'm clicking, I'm hovering over the clipboard, and it tells me that this is where I can paste things that I've copied to it, within my document. And here's my font group. So I can really do a lot of switch ups with my text in this font group. And another thing too, with each of your groups of commands, let's say I wanted to do something special with these two words here. So I could open up, this is called the dialog box launcher. I could click this open, and let's say I wanted to do a double strike through of the words. So now I have a double strike through of those words, but you don't see it up here. But that command does exist. You just have to open up the dialog box launcher to see all of these other special commands that exist. And there's even an advanced tab that you can mess with. So that's a little bit about the ribbon. If we go to the File tab, this one is kind of nice. It's got lots of important things, right? So this is where you can protect a document so that no one can alter it. You can inspect it, put your name on it. Here we can manage documents. This is where we can recover unsaved changes. That might be an important thing to do if, our computer crashes. Under the New command, this is my favorite part. This is where you can access all those wonderful templates that exist in Microsoft Word. And just know, when we get to Excel and PowerPoint, because they're all under that umbrella of Microsoft Office, they all kind of are similar. So they all have a ribbon and tabs and, groupings of related commands. They're all organized that way. And all of them too, all have templates, that are specific to their program. So definitely check out the templates in the different programs. It's really fun. So there's that. If I wanted to open a pre-existing document, right? Let's right here, or I could do Control O to open it. And even with new, right, when I'm within Microsoft Word, I can do Control N. I can save this document, save it as, give it a different title, and save it to a particular location on my computer. I can print it. I can, this is kind of nice too. So you can save it to your OneDrive. So OneDrive is sort of a free account that you can get as, you know, and you can also have like a Google Drive. You guys have your student emails, but in all of these different drives, you know, you can save your documents to them, and they all have sort of like Microsoft Office programs within them that you can use, you know, just logging in and create documents. So this document, I can save it to the cloud to my OneDrive account. So that's kind of cool. It eliminates the need for a flash drive. You can share it with other people. You can email it to people, present it online, post it to a blog, save it to the cloud, like we talked about. You can export it in a different file format. So you can change it to a PDF from a document. We can close this program here. I can also press on that red X there. The account information, this is about my account. And the options. This is sort of the settings in any of the Microsoft programs. So this is where you can do so much customization and personalization of your program. So definitely something to check out. So let's see here. It's a little bit about the File tab. Now, going back, we have here, we talked about how this is the ribbon with tabs and command groups. So up above here, I have my quick access toolbar, which is nice. So some commands that I commonly use, I have them here to just click on. So I can save something, I can undo something, redo something. I can print something, do a spell check. I can even add to my toolbar. Let's say I wanted to turn on the email, to email my documents. I can put that there too. So that is your toolbar that you can customize. And looking over here, we can change how we see the ribbon. This button, we minimize our window. This one, we restore our window back. And here we close the Word program. Now at the bottom of the screen, this is where you have, you know, how many pages is your document? How many words is it? On the right side, we can view our document in different ways. This is sort of like a reading mode. Print layout. This would be a web layout. And I can also zoom in on my document or zoom out. So that is sort of it about the layout. And let's see here, what else do we got going on? So next up, I wanted just to show you, you know, if you ever need help in the 2016 version, where you can click on this light bulb and sort of type in anything and you'll get a pop out. So let's say if I wanted to edit the header, I can get help on it and I'll get a results for edit header. So this is how the help works in Microsoft Word. There's that. Another thing too, that's kind of cool. If you press the Alt key, you see I can go to the tabs by just pressing that letter instead of clicking on it. So if I wanted to go to the View tab, I just press W. And now I'm at the View tab. Now I can even, all these commands, I can initiate them by pressing those letters. So maybe I want to show the ruler. So I just did that. And then you can just press Alt again to get those tabs back. So it's kind of cool, that Alt, just pressing Alt with any of the Microsoft programs. So another thing that they talk about from the Home tab are these things here. Let's say I wanted to find, let's see if it works. Let's say I wanted to find the word computer in my document. So it's a way to find something in your document if you need to. There's that. If I wanted to replace computer with keyboarding, for instance, I could do that. I could replace it all in my document or just replace it in that one instance that I've highlighted. So there's that command. And the select, there's some commands there as well to check out. Let's see here. So next up, this is really important. I wanted to show you guys this. They show you a couple of different ways to select text, and it's really cool. So if you wanted to select, say, a word, right, you just double click on it. Now, if I wanted to select a couple of the words, you just hold down your left mouse key and drag your mouse to the desired location. But if I wanted to highlight this line, take your mouse out to the side margin and just do one click. Now, if I do 2 clicks, you get a paragraph. Do you see how that is? Rather than just a line. So I can go 1 line or 1 click, 2 clicks, I get a paragraph. Now, if I do 3 clicks, I get the entire document. So those are some good little tricks to remember so that you can be really, really efficient in Microsoft Word. Now, next but not least, they have here to copy data using the clipboard. This is really easy to me. So let's say I wanted to copy this question, right? So you just highlight it. I can do Control-C and then Control-V to copy and paste. If I wanted to cut and paste, it'd be Control-X and then Control-V. Or I have those icon buttons up in here in the clipboard. So let's say I cut it, just for example, and go back up to the very top, and I can paste it here. Paste. So there's that. And you can even see what's on your clipboard. So I just copied it there. So that's kind of cool. So you can clear your clipboard, but you can see what's on your clipboard by just clicking that little dialog box launcher. And we have here just a couple more things. So if you wanted to move data using the drag and drop, so this is just moving it. So it's kind of like cutting and pasting. So let's say if I highlight this and just grab it and let go, I've moved it. So I did a cut and paste. So I grabbed it with my left mouse click and I dragged it down to the desired location and let my mouse go to move it. If I wanted to copy it to a location, I can highlight it and then do Control, hold the Control key, maybe move it back. Now I have it in 2 locations. So by using the Control key, you can copy and paste. So those are some other shortcut ways of cutting and pasting or copying and pasting. And then the last page in your book has some really cool ideas on shortcut keys to use. And just know for every letter of the alphabet, there is a shortcut key. So thank you so much for listening and have a great day.